Alright guys, so it has been a little bit since I have last done a bit of a recording session here, and the pack has updated to version 1.2.3, and that kind of broke quite a few things for existing worlds. Firstly, there was a bug where if you looked up a recipe for anything in any eye, it would crash, so I had to figure out how to fix that, thanks to the help from a few of the guys from the pack that make it. I can't remember his name right now, I'm so sorry, but we got that fixed up. And then also, there's a new temple that I'll go show you in a bit. I had to do a bit of MC edit on the world to respawn it in. But I've been doing a few things here. So mainly I went mining a heap, and I got enough diamonds to make another laser. So I powered through this, and then I actually made myself a combustion engine, which was pretty straightforward. Have a look at the recipe. So we did have a heap of iron coming in, which was pretty straightforward. Hang on. What was going on there? I don't know. We'll wait for the iron gear from Buildcraft to pop up again. Oh my god. Well, I was able to make this thing. I don't know whether or not the recipes may be locked. No. There you go. So that's how the iron gear was made. So I made one of those, and they make about 30 RF per tick on their own. And I was powering it with oil, straight from the desert area. I wish I could point to you. It's off in that direction anyway. But that's where I went and got some oil from. But that's definitely something for down the track. What I'm going to do is show you guys the new temple. They actually changed it up from the old one because a lot of people were complaining about the FPS lag. Speaking of FPS, what am I getting right now? Solid enough that you guys wouldn't notice. So yeah, they changed it up and they got rid of a lot of the carpenter's blocks from the design, and it's quite a bit different. I actually like the new look of it. It's not quite as futuristic, but still just as good. It does the job. So we'll go for a bit of a look here. I need to get a bit more food because it's starting to run out a little bit, but here it is spawning in. I actually had to go into MC Edit, delete the old one, and then we spawned this new one in now. Unfortunately, I spawned it the wrong way around, and I don't know how to fix it, but it'll do for now, because we don't come back here very often. Also, another big thing is they changed the quest book. So they've added a new thing here, and the big changes in the tech research has been completely redone. They need to fix, there is a bug where obviously this thing's hanging out of the book and they can't fit it in properly, and they're trying to fix it. So you can see now that immersive engineering is actually in a second tier mod now, not a first tier. So that's really sort of fixed what I think I'm going to go with. I'm going to definitely go with this time to go modular when we get our exceptional tech augments done, which I'm nearly done. The only thing I'm waiting on here is copper. I need to go mining a bit more for that. And then we can unlock that. And then probably railcraft might be the next one, or forestry. Maybe forestry for a tree farm. I'm not too sure. I need to see what the modular thing does. So this is the new temple. It's pretty hectic. It's pretty neato looking. Obviously, it still drains FPS a little bit. It's, I guess that's where the book spawns on. Oh, well, spawns over there as well. Actually, this looks like the Witchery book. Book of Biomes. Oh, I didn't even know that this existed. Well, that's going to be handy for when and if we go to craft some crops, do all that farming stuff. Interesting. But if we go downstairs, we can see where we've unlocked stuff already. So it's also got like a diagram here showing us where everything is. So all of these doors we've unlocked previously, gotten everything out of them. Interesting, I can still see those quest gate system things. It also looks like they don't give you stuff quite as often anymore either. So yeah, interesting. Anyways, what's over in here? Yeah, more of the same. So just a little bit different from the previous one, which is a bit nice of an upgrade, and it looks pretty nice from the outside. Yeah, new temple. It took me a couple of hours to get this thing sorted so I could actually keep playing. So yeah, so the plan for today is to start off with, I think we'll try and I'll go mining for a little bit, get this copper done, and we can unlock some more. We'll unlock in the book. Unlock this time to go modular achievement, which will hopefully get us some basic machines going. That is the plan, because I'm sick of using the windmill thing to double ores and all that sort of stuff. Do I have food? And then after, I think what we're going to do after that is actually start expanding our base and making like a dedicated building. I'm sick of living in a hole in the wall. So we're going to start with all of this oak and stuff that we've got accumulated. We'll start building ourselves a little hut somewhere, probably close to where the actual base is at the moment, because it's not a bad location, I think. So yeah, that is the plan, guys. So when I come back, I will have enough copper and we'll finally craft up all those exceptional augments. Alrighty guys, so I've just gotten back from a massive mining trip, and as you can see, my inventory is quite full of just random junk here and there, but what's important is we've got enough copper ore chunks to make ourselves enough copper to get enough augments. So I'm going to smelt this up and let it do its thing, and clean my inventory up as we can talk here. I've got enough raw pork chops here that I'm going to cook up 16 of them as well. Get them to do their thing. Whoop, that's the wrong one. That's right, I put a heap of this on before I left. What about that? Okay. I'll get that cooking up, maybe. Oh, it's still there. Okay. Whatever, that works. That works. But I got a heap of this iron scrap from a... What was it that I got it from? It was a loot chest or something. And if you look at this, the recipe, it gives you 1 iron per iron scrap. So we are good for iron for a few days. And I found another... massive iron vein as well, so iron is no worries whatsoever. It looks like rotary craft's now included in this version of the pack. I didn't notice it before in the previous version, but I might not have been looking well enough, so I'm not too sure if it was in there or not. No, I'm just missing something. Also, I didn't realize reliquary was in this pack as well. Something to note, so that was pretty cool. I'm going to take that and all of these out of here. Man, this inventory is not great, that's for sure. I need to start moving stuff into different chests or whatnot. We've got a few loot bags I want to open as well. Yeah, while we wait. For this copper to cook up, it's probably... Yeah, look at that. It's already there. So I'm going to grab this stuff. I actually had to make some more steel for my pick because I needed to repair it. So that was that. Let's get this smelting up. Or pouring out, whatever. And also, I got a satchel from one of these loot bags, and I noticed that once you put stuff in it, it actually gets rid of the weight penalty. So that's interesting. If we're going to carry a lot of stuff around, then that's probably the way to do it, rather than getting all loaded up. Grab the nozzle, not a nozzle. Force it close enough. Pour that out. Then we'll get this stuff cooking over on the other... Set up over here. I'm going to grab a heap of charcoal as well to fuel it. Let these things cool down a bit first, because they look like they're getting quite hot for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. Alright. So 20 of each, and then I just need to make the 20 gears. So let's go do that. Put that in the middle. Ferris gears, awesome. So I'm thinking that's going to be the full recipe. So it is an augment. Ferris gears. Whoops. Copper, iron tough rod, redstone chipset, and charcoal. Awesome. So let's go ahead and chuck all these in. For that. Awesome. So now if we go ahead. Whoops. So obviously there's some in the buffer for the lasers by the looks of it. I don't think these things take much to cook up. No, which is awesome. I'm going to turn these back on. And these things are running at full capacity already, so... Neato. I also modified this. I actually made some gold pipes because I didn't know if it made any difference or not, but doesn't look like it does, so... Good guys, we're about to unlock something for the first time in the book. I'm excited. But while we're waiting, let's open these rare loot bags, see what we can get. Next bag. More iron. Looks like our iron issues are going to be gone for the next little while. Another thornium pickaxe. Oh, a mana pearl. Interesting. I don't know what we're going to use that for just yet, but... Cool beans. I also noticed I can't get zombie flesh anymore into my inventory. It sort of doesn't work for some reason. So, yeah, interesting. How are we going here? 3 of these things. Awesome. So these only take like 15,000 RF. So I think these things will handle it just fine without the combustion engine. So like I was saying, we look in the book, I think what we're going to do is go to this time to go modular. So building your first base is a very proud moment. You can quite rightly admire everything you have made. Sadly, it's not going to last since there's increasing types of ores and other materials you encounter will require a flexible approach to base building. It would be best if you could reconfigure machines to reflect your current needs. Thankfully, for now, you can with a modular system. All right, I'm going to come back, guys, once this has finished cooking up. And when we do, we'll go hand it in and have a look at see what we can unlock in the temple. So I'll see you guys in just a sec once this is cooked up. Okay, guys, so they're all fully cooked up here. Look at that, 20 exceptional tech augments. Awesome. So we're going to be able to hand a quest in. So I think what we're going to do is this one, time to go modular. So I haven't actually played with this mod too much yet. We're going to be able to play around with it here, but it's going to be interesting trying to find the thing in the temple for it. Oh man, 20 of those. God damn it. All right, well, that quest is complete. And it looks like you got to complete all of like tier 1 to get to the next tier. I don't know. That's interesting. I would have thought you'd be able to go down any route that you'd want, but doesn't look that way, does it? Okay, I'm going to run over to the temple. Hopefully we'll be able to find the door that sort of unlocks all that knowledge. Also, you'll probably see here I started clearing out some space. I think this is where we're going to put our new little home set up sort of deal. I don't really know. I didn't want to start building it until I had unlocked this new mod, just to figure out what it's all about and how we want to go build the building around it. So, but hopefully with this new layout, we'll be able to find the room nice and quick. It's laid out pretty nicely, so, and there's a bit of a guide, as you guys saw earlier, on how to find different places within the temple. It is a tech, so I'd imagine it'll be on this side of the building. Please tell me it opened it all. Oh, this might be it over here. Here we go. Modular systems. Awesome. So, let's see what that actually looks like in terms of what blocks we get. Oh, wow. Is that the name? Modular systems. So, modular furnace, modular crusher. Hey, that looks pretty cheap. What's the furnace look like? Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Generator. Interesting. Oh, you can get redstone power banks. Oh, they're pretty cheap as well. I am going to have to go and... Oh, modular storage. Store a lot of items and allow easy searching and filtering. Oh, that's locked. Okay, well, it looks like we're not not going to be able to use that one just yet. But, interesting. I'm going to have to go look up a mod spotlight for this because I have no clue how this mod works. So, it looks pretty interesting though. Could definitely help out with some early game stuff. All right, I will meet you guys back at the base when we're ready to keep going. Okay, guys, so in between the last little bit of recording, I actually did a little bit of research on the modular systems mod, and holy dooly, it looks interesting, and I'm really keen to get into it, but we need to get a bit of a better base going first, I think. So I've sort of laid out the foundation. So I'm thinking like a little 2-level building that I can incorporate stuff into like a basement area into the walls to save on space. So this is how I'm going to lay it out. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be hard to explain exactly what I'm thinking right now, but we're going to have a top level here and a bottom level. I did put all that marble away for some reason, but I'm going to need to dig out this floor area. So I think what I'm going to do first here is actually start making ourselves an excavator. Now we've got plenty of iron on the go here because of all of that scrap that we found in loot bags or whatever, so that's pretty nifty. To make an excavator, we need to make another one of these patterns. Let's go do that real quick. Get some of this to make a cast. I need to melt up some aluminium brass, I think. So we need the tough rod, the large plate. What else did we need? Just want to make sure I've got all of the casts. Yeah, and the tough binding. I don't think we've got a tough binding pattern. Oh, I'll take that. Looks like we're going to make 2 of those. Okay, so 2 aluminium brass can go into the mix. Grab this thing. I'll get torches out of my inventory. There's an interesting crash. I don't know whether it's been fixed or not yet, but you crash if you click with a torch on the seared faucet. It's a bit of an interesting one. It can be quite annoying. I've done that quite a few times now. So that's a trap for young players. All right, nearly done. Right, let's get these casts made. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to need, how much? 8, 16, 19, 22 material. So 22 iron, which is pretty straightforward. We've already got 2 in there, so... we need to make this bigger. I can't wait to move all this stuff over into the other base. Hopefully we've got enough lava here to power this for the next little bit as well. We should do. But from modular systems, so these are modular, if I could spell properly. These are big multi-blocks, and you can make them bigger and bigger and bigger, but they're pretty interesting in how they work. I can't wait to show you guys that, but they're pretty cheap in terms of just raw costs for everything. That looks like it's got no recipe just yet. All right, so we're not going to be able to make the generator. But yeah, there's some pretty nifty things that I want to show you guys, and yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that all goes. Let's go put that away. Let's start doing a bit of building while we wait, I guess. Now, normally I'd use chisel to make these blocks look a little bit more fancy, and I will down the track, but we don't have that unlocked yet. If we look at the quest book, we actually need one of those mementos to unlock that, so not just yet. That's not going to happen. So, alright, so we're going to have pillars going up, start off with, and we might get ourselves a bit of wood or something to offset these, to sort of give them a bit of contrast. I don't really know just yet. This is the thing, I haven't built a proper base that looks half reasonable in a while, so it could get interesting. But we're going to definitely want to make these 4 high, I think, at least. Nailed it. And I'm going to need to get a heap more marble at some stage, I believe. Yeah, that's all right. We'll get there. Now, stairs. What can we use? That's cheap. I mean, we could just use the old oak wood stairs, but that's pretty boring. Or we could use some stone brick stairs. I don't know whether that'd offset too well with the marble. You know what? Let's just have a look here. We might just keep this fairly basic to start off with, and I'll improve it over time. We've got plenty of oak, and then we're going to have to sleep through the night here a little bit. Now, I'll put this in the satchel to get rid of the weight while I'm running around. This should be done. Yes, it is. So let's cast this up while I'm waiting. Sleep through the night. Don't sleep at night. Well, it's nearly night time. Nearly there. There we go. That's 1, 2. Sleep this up. I'm kind of multitasking here at the moment, but that's how it kind of is in Minecraft some of the time, especially when you're playing with all these mods. All right, one of those, and last but not least, the tough binding. I'll put all of these away. Tuck the cast back in. Wait. So, excavator, like so. Bam and bam. Awesome. So that's going to help me dig that all out a lot quicker. All right. Grab some wood out of here. I guess we'll just work on this front corner first, just to get an idea on what we actually want. We want to make that 1 higher, I think. Yeah, there's plenty of marble underground. I know where to find it, so I'm not too worried if we use a little bit up here, but all right, like so. And then I think we'll put glass in. Oh, what if we do this too? That could be cool. Decisions. Have we got multi-blocks? Saw. Yes, we do. Do I have the recipe? Ooh, this could be interesting. All right, let me go make one of those real quick, because I want to see whether or not we can sort of make a few little micro blocks. This could be fun. Could also make it very time consuming, but we'll see how we go. So we need 1 flint, which I believe will be in this chest. We're going to need 2 sticks. I don't know if we've got any made. Oh my god, stuff everywhere. There we go. Yeah, I might have had some somewhere. We're going to need a bit more than that. Actually, we might have to make those rods into a rod. Yeah, we're going to have to make those in here. Not the tough one either. Make 3 of these. Ah. And 1 more. That's not what I wanted to make, but whatever. That works. Alright. Tuck that down. Flint in there. Awesome. So I think we'd be able to cut wood with this, surely. Yes, we can. Alright, let's go get 8 and then 16 of those. Give me that back. I have to take a drink of water here as well. Getting low on the waterage. That's not even a word, but we'll go with it. Alright. Do I have my axe on me? We might need that for a second here. Drop these down. So this is sort of how I do a lot of basic sort of planning when I go to make these builds. Just sort of do one corner at a time and see how it works. Ah, that's working exactly how I want it to. Yes. Awesome. Alright, we're going to go with that because that gives it a bit of extra contrast or something. I don't know what the words are. That's not going to work how I expected it either. Oh well, it was worth a try. Alright, so I'm going to keep building this out, playing with these ideas. I'm going to show, well, I'll actually show you how this excavator works now that I've made one. So, it's pretty much the same as the hammer, works in a 3x3. So, it's going to make it a lot easier to dig this ground out. I also got to figure out what I'm going to make this floor material out of because I don't think wood's going to look any good here. Might make it out of some sort of cobble. Now I've got to be careful what cobblestone I use. Might have to... Unstable cobblestone. Yeah, chisel would be really nice right now. But we don't have it. Alright, well, we might even make it out of marble. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. I'll figure it out. When we come back, I'll probably have a bit more of this built. Hopefully you guys will stick around. I'll see you in a sec. Alright guys, so we're all out of time for this episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure you leave a like down below, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. You get updates on when all my new videos go out live. Also check me out on all my social medias. All the links are on the screen. That's going to do it from me. I will catch you all in the next episode.